Hi Familia, so happy to talk to you. Today we're going to dive into an amazing subject, which is the budget basics, controlling your finances. Drum roll. Budgeting is one of those things that most of us don't want to really talk about, but it has the power to change our lives for the better. Sure, it might be uncomfortable, but with just a few tweaks to know what you're already doing, you might discover how to unlock your financial potential. And here is how. Know your income and your spending. That's number one. The first step to setting a solid budget is knowing your income. Write down how much money you make throughout the month or is coming in. For some people, it might just be a paycheck from one job. For many, it might be also having a side hustle. I know that I had an alterations underground business. It was an LLC now that I think about it. One of those dresses actually made it to the Hollywood Bowl. I can't believe that happened. And whatever your situation is, keep track of every single penny that you earn on a monthly basis. Likewise, track your spending by looking at the last 30 days. Where did your money go? Your money reveals your priorities, so look back at what you thought was important enough to buy. For example, print out statements from your bank from the last 30 days and highlight and add up how much money you spend on eating out or extras. The results are definitely going to surprise you. Set your priorities. Huge one. The next step is setting up your financial priorities. This should be a serious conversation you have with yourself or anyone else that you share finances with, like a spouse, a significant other, a life partner or so. Talk about the most important bills that need to be paid. This is such a big deal, like rent, mortgage, electricity bill, payments, and groceries. These are the items that get paid first or money set aside for them. They are non-negotiable and have to be paid no matter what. Once you've taken care of your bills, talk about your financial goals. Are you looking to get out of debt or boost your savings account? How about establishing an emergency fund to prepare for the unexpected? Dave Ramsey, which is a financial guru, advocates of having saved $1,000 for this. Having these $1,000 for this very purpose, so you don't go into debt when something pivotal happens, something like the pandemic or a surgery or rough times. Now that you've established your have-tos, talk about the things that you want. Having things you want to spend money on is just as important as your bills, and it helps you experience new things. Maybe you love to travel and are planning a trip. Or maybe you want to buy that new book you've been aching to read. Whatever it may be, write down all those non-essential expenses. Definitely tell your money where to go. Once you have your roadmap of expenses for the month, you're ready to put a pen to paper or finger to a phone screen and start doing your actual budget. It's important to know that all of your money has a place to go. If you have automatic payments set up, it's a good idea to have a separate checking account so you can dump your bill money into when you get paid, so you're not at risk for spending it by accident. We have about 6 different accounts, maybe more. But if you get to the end of your budget and have money left over without a place to put it, good for you. Have a line on your budget for slush money or money that you're able to spend however you want, in a fun way to buy things that you have not realized that you actually wanted in the past, or pay down debt even faster. Just make sure to assign it so you can track it. You have to track it. Make adjustments. You will always need to adjust your budget, and that's okay. Your budget is a living document that will evolve as your finances do. All the gurus, financial gurus, talk about this. What happens if you're doing your budget and the money runs out before your expenses do? This is reality for a lot of people, so don't panic. There are two ways to be able to fix this. Raise your income or lower your expenses. Neither are quick options, but they can be done if you want it badly enough. Lower your expenses. Lowering the amount of money you need every month is crucial as a part of stretching your dollar. This is especially helpful once you have already established what you're spending your money on. Look for places in your budget to cut back. Very important. Look at the places that your budget allows you to cut back. Do you really need to eat out 3 times a week? Or keep spending money on a gym membership that you don't necessarily use? Why not try cooking from home and doing your workout in your living room? Be rough and pare down until you could live within your means. Living within your means is a good financial advice no matter how much you make or your age. When you're self-disciplined enough to control your money and spend it on things that matter, you can make it work for you and not the other way around. Raise your income. Super important. Raising your income is sometimes easier said than done, especially when you need money for next month's rent. Host a garage sale. You probably have some usable stuff laying around in your house that you don't need anymore. We all do. Why not sell it at a used price so somebody else could use it? Look for short-term work. Temp agencies are an amazing, great way to find some work in just a few weeks. Start a side hustle. This is potentially the most powerful thing that you can do for your budget. Look for ways to make money in your non-productive time. Be open-minded and explore all the options. There are more non-traditional opportunities to earn money now than there has ever been. When your only tool is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. Try to use another tool, it might just make it. So here are a couple of ways to be able to start having control of your finances. I was not born like this. This is something that was not necessarily easy for me to partake. I was a spender, huge spender. And in fact, I learned a lot of amazing things through this amazing financial vehicle that allowed my family and I to live an amazing life. Full of trips, paid for, house paid cash, cars, everything, the works. Excited to get to know you? Hit us up. And as always, if you're an A player stuck in a B game, hit me up. I might be able to open a door.